This is a Witchspace News special bulletin. Frontier have just dropped a brand new teaser image for the next vessel entering the game, and I am being very deliberate with the word vessel. Not only are FDev using that specific term themselves in their official communications, but we have some distinct theories about what they've just released. So let's take a look right now. Historically, Frontier have always used the term ship on such announcements as they're talking about starships. When they used the somewhat more ambiguous term vessel, the community's collective ears pricked up, and we don't think this is just semantics. It does feel like an actual calculated hint. As you can see from looking at the image itself, which arrived packaged with the intriguing tagline "The surface is calling," the commander in the shot, notably wearing an Artemis suit, is standing between what appear to be two very large thruster units. In front of them are several brain trees with a dusty atmospheric valley stretching out into the distance, itself also dotted with brain trees. As with all of FDev's teasers, they aren't giving away the keys to the kingdom just yet. It wouldn't be a teaser otherwise, but there are absolutely three large clues we can pick up on right away. Firstly, the suit choice, showing an Artemis suit front and centre alongside surface biologics like brain trees is a major hint. If this was a vehicle geared for direct combat or settlement infiltration, you'd expect a Dominator or Maverick suit. The Artemis is the definitive choice for exploration, exobiology and harsh environment survival. The aesthetic, looking closely at the metalwork, there's a rugged, utilitarian and distinctly industrial design to the little we can see of the chassis. It lacks the sleek luxury lines of a Saud Kruger. It feels very reminiscent of Lacon's design language, think the Type 8 or the Type 11. It's built for work, not for show. The thrusters, the nozzles themselves, look like they're capable of a degree of movement or gimballing, and keep that detail in mind because it connects directly to our main theory. This is where things get really interesting. We've already had two fantastic additions to the exploration fleet recently with the medium class Mandalay and the large class Caspian, so Frontier dropping a third dedicated exploration starship so closely on their heels feels unlikely. When you combine that with "The surface is calling" tagline, with the heavy emphasis on exobiology and FDev's persistent use of the word vessel, we can't help but think we're looking at a brand new class of surface reconnaissance vehicle. When you look at the existing limited SRV lineup, we have the nimble Scarab and the combat focused Scorpion, but we don't have a dedicated heavy duty exobiology exploration, or perhaps importantly a material gathering SRV. Frontier have stated publicly that one of their goals has been to smooth out some of the game's more impenetrable areas. Engineering material gathering has been improved hugely in some key areas, but surface resource gathering is still largely in the same place it was when Horizon launched back in 2015. While I know plenty of commanders get along just fine driving, flying and scooping in the Scarab, a huge number of players really struggle with it. So could FDev be pitching a large surface truck for the rest of us? We're imagining a heavy, large-scale rover designed specifically to traverse rugged terrain in a more stable and deliberate manner, maybe equipped with an onboard gathering or expanded sampling capability. Those two massive nozzles in the teaser could easily be a scaled up heavy-duty version of the thruster arms we use to jump across canyons in the Scarab. It's also worth noting Frontier's roadmap from the start of the year, which clearly stated that two new vessels would be arriving during this summer period. Note the plural, two. If this is a massive new surface vehicle, it raises a fascinating mechanical hurdle. How do we actually get it onto a planet? A heavy-duty SRV would likely be too large to fit into our existing SRV bays. Even the venerable and diminutive Sidewinder can deploy an SRV, and this vessel looks to be at least the same size as a Sidewinder, if not bigger. This leaves us with an interesting possibility. Are we going to be getting a specialised large ship that comes pre-packaged with this unique vehicle, occupying its own dedicated hangar? Whatever the case, alongside the teaser image, Frontier have promised a full concept reveal of the new vessel next Tuesday, the 2nd of June. Whether it's a dedicated planetary lander or a massive game-changing SRV, or indeed both, one thing is clear: the focus for the next vessel release is shifting planetside. Are you seeing a ship's hull in those thrusters? Are you leaning toward a heavy rover to tackle the high gravity worlds, or do you think it's something else entirely? Let us know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe to the channel so that you see all our videos and community posts, and if you'd like to support our work here at the Buur Pit, you can also join us on Patreon. Links to that and everything else we've talked about in this video you'll find linked below. That's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. We very much look forward to seeing you next time.